Hey y'all, what's up again? It's your girl Tanisha coming to you again with another video. I haven't done many videos lately, so I was like, well, let me hit them with two today. The two for one, you feel me? But actually, this is going to be a good video. 2015 is getting ready to come. Today is December, 29th, so in about 2-3 days, we'll be in the new year. So I wanted to give you a list of 5 things not to take with you into 2015. Leave these things behind, pack them up, place them in 2014 in the 2014 file, and do not open that file ever again. So the first thing I want you not to take with you into 2015 is the fear of failure. One thing about life is if you've ever succeeded at anything, you had to fail at that thing first. If ever you learned how to ride a bike, you had to fall off of that bike in order to remember how to ride a bike. When you were being potty trained as a little kid, you had to fail and wee-wee on yourself in order to be able to know that you had to go to the restroom at the appropriate time in the appropriate manner. So many people, famous people, Oprah, Michael Jordan, Stephen Jobs, all these different people, before they became the successes that they are, they had to fail. A good example is the Formula 409. I don't know if you've ever heard this story, but Formula 409, the inventor of that cleaning solution failed 408 times before he got it right on the 409th time. Just think about that, 409 times. So as you go into 2015, I just want you to think about what it is your game plan is. Try to execute it to the best of your ability, but if it does not work and you fail, that's okay. That's perfectly fine, because that happens in life. Failure is a part of life. Failure is a part of success. Nobody really ever succeeds just like that, the first time doing it, without much effort. They experience some kind of failure in one shape, form, or another. So don't bring fear of failure into 2015. You got to grab it by the horns. You got to say, look, I want to achieve, I want to succeed, I want to grow, I want to enhance, I want to develop. And I know that in order to do this, I may fail at something. I may lose something. However, it's the risk that indicates the reward. Sometimes we have to take a risk in order to achieve the reward. So in 2015, you will not be taking the fear of failure with you. Number 2, the thing that you will not be taking into 2015 is unforgiveness and the need to retaliate against people. This is what I'll say to you. I am a Christian, and I do believe that in the scriptures it talks about if you don't forgive other people, God cannot forgive you. So with that being what it is, I know I need forgiveness, because I know I mess up on a regular. I say things I'm not supposed to. I do things I'm not supposed to. And I need forgiveness. I sometimes say the wrong thing to people. I sometimes mistreat people. This is what I do. I'm human. You do it too. But the thing of it is that we have to let go of those things that offended us, those things that made us feel bad, the mistreatments of people. We have to let them go. We cannot remain in the prison of unforgiveness as we step over into 2015. Stop trying to get everyone back for what they do to you. I heard a quote one time. It said, "You can't get to your journey if you throw a rock at every dog that barks at you along the way." Just think about that. If you're walking down the street and every dog that barks at you, you got to throw a rock at them. You got to throw a rock at them. That's just people. People are going to be naysayers. People are going to say negative things. People are going to do and treat you in ways in which you would not want to be treated. That just happens. That's life. You cannot let that dictate how you respond, because a lot of times it's not even about what they do. It's about your response. Many times we find ourselves in situations where people will, for example, talk about us. Here on YouTube, that's a big thing. People go through your videos, say all kind of crazy things because they're hiding behind a computer that they would probably never ever say to you in person if they met you and, stood before you. But what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to comment and respond to every single bad comment about me? Am I supposed to respond to every person who has said something negative about me? If I did that, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. I couldn't make videos because I'm so busy responding to whoever said something negative. So it is in life. When you're on a mission, when you're on a journey, when you're trying to reach a goal, when you're trying to get somewhere, you cannot respond to every person who says something negative to you. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just be quiet. Let them say what they're going to say. It's just words. Nothing more, nothing less. So in 2015, you will not be taking into it unforgiveness and the need to retaliate against everyone who does something wrong to you. Number 3, and this is a big one. You will not be taking the desire to please everyone into 2015. I don't care who you are. You cannot please everyone. Jesus was the most perfect person walking across the face of the earth, and he could not please the Sadducees and the Pharisees. So if Jesus couldn't please them, guess what? You're not going to be able to please everyone. You're not going to be able to make everyone happy. You're not going to be able to make everyone smile. So if that's the case, do the best you can. And who appreciates it will appreciate it. And who doesn't appreciate it won't appreciate it. But stop trying to please everyone. Stop being a people pleaser. Do the right thing, yes. Do what's nice and decent, yes. But stop trying to please everyone in every situation, because as a result, you will make yourself miserable because you're trying to make sure that he's happy, she's happy, they're happy. But what about your happiness? Because as you're trying to pour into all of these people, you don't even know what makes you happy because you're trying to understand and determine what makes everyone else happy. So please stop trying to be a people pleaser. Stop trying to make sure that everyone is on your side and everyone is your friend. Everyone will not be your friend. And if you meet somebody who has everyone's their friend, that person is a snake. If everyone's their friend, that person is a snake, because they will switch up, be 2, 3, 4, 5 faced it. No. You can't please everyone, and that's fine. You're not built to please everyone. You're built to please who you're supposed to please, and then everyone else, that's a plus. So remember that in 2015, we are not taking the need to please everyone into the new year. Number 4, what we are not taking into 2015 is we are not taking into 2015, being lazy. We will no longer be lazy. If there's things to do, whether it's cleaning our homes, whether it's cleaning our cars, simple stuff like that, or whether it's beginning a business, whether it's beginning a ministry, whether it's completing that book, whatever it is, you will not be lazy in 2015. It's time out for being lazy. It's time out for procrastination. It's time out for just not doing what you know you need to do. And then we turn back around and it's 2016 and 2017, and you've not accomplished those very same things that you've been talking about since 2010. It's time to not only have a dream and have a vision and have a thought, but to execute, to fulfill, to bring to fruition all of those things that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, wanting, expecting, and needing in your life. So as a result, in 2015, we are not taking the laziness into 2015. And last but not least, my 5th one, we are not taking into 2015 negative self-thoughts. We are taking positive self-thoughts. I don't care if you are 756 pounds. I don't care if you are dark as the night is day. Dark as midnight. I don't care if you are pale as the winter snow. I don't care if you are short as a midget on his knees. I don't care if you are tall as a sequoia. I don't care if you are skinnier than a broomstick. I don't care what your deficiency is. Whatever your deficiency is, you are not taking negative thoughts about yourself into 2015. Every single person under the sound of my voice who will ever see this video has something wrong with them. Whether it's their teeth, whether it's their body, whether it's their hair, whether it's their nose, whether it's their eyes too far apart. I don't care. You may be broke, you don't have a job, whatever it is. Everyone has an issue. Everyone has a flaw. Everyone has a problem. However, you do not have to hone in on those negative things about yourself and having consistent negative thoughts about myself. Oh, I'll never be able to make it. Oh, I'll never succeed. Oh, I'll never amount to anything. Oh, I'll never be a millionaire. Oh, I'll never be able to start that business. Oh, I'll never be as pretty as she is. Oh, I'll never lose the weight. These are the negative thoughts that bombard us, and we receive into our spirits, we receive into our minds, and as a result, we act them out subconsciously. We don't even know that we're acting them out because we don't feel pretty enough. We don't want to, feel like we should be approached by a certain type of man. For example, women. You don't feel pretty enough, so you don't think a certain kind of man is going to approach you. Well, guess what? That certain type of man is not going to approach you. However, there's some women out here who are not all that attractive, but in their mind, they are a dime and a half, honey. And guess what? They're walking around here with a piece of candy on their arm that looks very, very sweet. So I just said that to make a point. It's all about your mindset. We have to sweep out all of these negative things. The fact that we're bombarded by the media, television, all these things that, make us feel like we are less than, we are inferior, especially me speaking as a black woman in America. So many things are designed and set up to make me feel inferior, to make me feel less than, to make me feel like I cannot, to make me feel like I will not. However, the fact that I have a good support system and my mom instilled so many things in me, I've accomplished a lot, I've succeeded at a lot, and there's nothing I really don't feel like I can do. There's one goal that I'm sitting on now, that I'm thinking about, that I put before me on a daily basis, and that I'm going to accomplish. And that's just what it is. I don't necessarily have to argue with anyone about it. I don't have to debate with anyone about it. It's going to be exactly what I said it's going to be. And that's just the kind of attitude I have about it. And that's the kind of attitude I want you to have about your life. If this is what you want this kind of life, then guess what? You have to set up a certain kind of plan and execute that plan to achieve that thing that you want out of life. Stop thinking about why you can't. Stop thinking why you didn't. Stop thinking why you don't. Stop thinking no's. Start thinking yeses. Start thinking cans. Start thinking wills. Start thinking do's. That's what we're going to do for 2015. So as to recap, these are the 5 things that we are not taking into 2015. 1, the fear of failure. We are not taking it into 2015. 2, unforgiveness and the need to retaliate. We are not taking it into 2015. 3, the need to try and please everyone. We are not taking it into 2015. 4, being lazy. We are not taking it into 2015. Last but not least, 5, negative thoughts about ourselves. We are not taking them into 2015. So I hope this has helped you get yourself in gear, because 2015 is coming whether you like it or not. And I'm not really a resolution kind of person, but I am a reset kind of person. In other words, I won't necessarily make resolutions like, well, I'm going to do this, that, and another. But I will reset some things that I've been thinking about or some things that I've been wanting to do. I will push reset and say I've not accomplished them just yet. However, I need to step back and refocus and get my game plan in order for those things. So I hope I've helped you. I hope I've said something that has enlightened you. And I just want to see everyone do better and be better in 2015, okay? So until next time, this is your girl, Tanisha.